Today I back my two little New Zealand Broadleafs. They pretty much started at the same time. The little one was a cutting and the slightly larger one was an air layer. And I'm just showing both of them together to see how they grow and develop differently. So far the smaller cutting has pretty much done nothing the whole time. It has flowered and put on a little bit of growth, but it hasn't really changed much, and that's going to be the same in this video. But the little air layer is doing okay. It's also slow, but it has put on growth and has been pruned a few times, so it might end up being something interesting at some point. Anyway, it's springtime here, and as they're evergreen, you don't really get to see any change, but there still should be some bud swelling in there. I'm also not repotting them here. I might do that this coming year, but I just left them for now. They're slowly growing, so I think there'll be plenty of space in the pots, even if they are quite small pots. In April, there looks like there's nothing happening, but I'll show you closer in a second. They seem to be flowering again, which is cool. They're very small, but I guess they're happy enough. Again in May, there doesn't look like there's a lot going on, but those little flowers are swelling, and when they're fully open, they're pretty tiny. But I'll show you them in a second again. I think they're pretty much open here, so yeah, they are very tiny. In June, again, it looks like nothing is happening, but there is. Well, the smaller one hasn't changed, but that's normal for it. The air layer has put on some growth. I'm not sure if you can actually tell, but it does need a prune, so that's exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm just doing what I do to any other tree and just shortening the new growth back, which will hopefully cause it to push out a couple of new shoots at each spot, meaning it goes from one shoot to two. These are used as hedges around here, and they get very dense and thick, so it should respond well to this type of work. I have noticed a lot of the hedges have quite small leaves, and to be fair, so do these, so I think these will get even smaller over time, which is exactly what I want. There's no real plan for these just yet. It's just simply let them grow and prune them back and see how they react and what they do and go from there. They do seem to be slow growing, which is annoying, but I have a feeling if they were in a bigger pots they may explode with growth. But for now we'll just have to work with what I've got. There's not too much change at the end of the pruning. Everything is just a little shorter, so hopefully it does well over the summer. In June there's no change, but that's to be expected. It takes a little while for it to bounce back from pruning, unless they are extremely aggressive trees. And then of course the little one has done nothing. It really does seem to be the slowest tree I own. In August you can see the air layer has bounced back, so that is awesome to see. I'm just going to leave it alone now. There's no point pushing a tree too hard. There's no rush of any of this. It's going to take many years anyway, so why rush? In September things are going to be slowing down and the smaller one seems to have done absolutely nothing this season. But at least the larger one made some progress. October is more of the same. There's going to be no change now as they shut down for winter. And of course, as they're evergreen, we don't get any autumn colours. This is just how they'll be until spring. And then maybe the small one will try and do something next year. I probably will repot the both of them, so maybe that will activate some growth. Well, either that or I'll just take time to recover and keep doing nothing. But time will tell. I don't know if that branch is from the tree or just some random branch that's fallen from somewhere. Anyway, here they are now. So not a lot of excitement in this video, but small steps forward have been made. Thanks for watching. See you next time.